welcome to Asia Talks. If you haven't got the chance already, please subscribe to my channel, and if you like it, by the end of this video, leave me a comment or like it and let me know what you think. So I did a little survey on Instagram just to see what I should talk about for my second video, because the choices were between finances and relationships. Of course, people wanted to talk about relationships, I guess, just to give my opinion on, to see what I be thinking. But I really would have preferred finances, because I got a lot of like tips and stuff, especially with me going into this real estate. I have a few things that I would love to share with people, just so we can all be in the know, because everybody eats, we all know that. If we must discuss relationships, I came up with six questions or like ideas about relationships, and I'll just go through them and answer them and see how that goes. No idea. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly though, I have yet to have a successful relationship, and I'm not in a relationship right now. So me telling you what it takes to be successful is strictly my opinion. So I think for a successful relationship, it takes honesty. Like, you have to be honest. You cannot sugarcoat. Like, you have to be honest. You cannot sugarcoat stuff just because you don't want to hurt the other person's feelings, and you can't be afraid to say how you feel. I feel like a lot of relationships don't work for the lack of communication. Like, not even the lack of communication, because that's another thing, but like for the lack of honesty. Like, some people have become so comfortable with lying that they do it for like regular things. Like, you could just be asking someone what they doing and they just lie. Like, can be on the toilet and be lying saying I'm at the store. Like, just dumb lies, don't even make no sense. So honesty is the first thing I feel like we need in relationships, and then second is communication, because what's the point of being honest if you don't even know how to say the truth that you need to speak? Like, just from my personal experience, I've dealt with a lot of different men and women who have a hard time, and even I used to have a hard time communicating how I feel. Like, whether it's beating around the bush you do, or you just suppress everything until one day you blow up. Those two things right there will definitely end the relationship quick. If not with everybody, then with me for sure. What else do you need to have a successful relationship? Attraction. You gotta be attracted to the person. I do know some people though who date people and they're not attracted to them, but they're attracted to their personality. So I really don't mean attraction just like with how a person looks, but with how a person makes you feel. Like, are you attracted to them as a whole? Okay, moving on. In my opinion, I would say that loyalty is more important. And I'm not just saying that because I got this off of a 21 Savage song and I'm his biggest fan, but I'm saying this because it's true. Like, the example he used in the song is a very good one. Somebody could love you and still stab you in the back. Like, somebody could love you so much that they set up for you to get killed type thing. Like, somebody could love you so much and still hurt you. Like, I don't think love determines how well a person is going to treat you. I think how dedicated to you that they are, as far as just showing you that they are there for you. Like, outside of the love, outside of the hate, outside of everything, they just loyal. I would much rather have somebody loyalty than have that love. If that even makes sense. But I honestly feel like if you're going to be loyal to me like that, you love me anyway. So, and I will say, as a bisexual woman, that I really feel like we cheat the same. The one thing that I can say though is that I feel like women, when we cheat, we just do it way better than men do. Like, cause when we cheat, we must have really be obsessed about something. Like, we have to be very moved to feel like, unless you just like a trash person, we gotta be kind of moved to feel like that we even gotta do something like that to you. So I think it's equal though, because when men do it, I feel like it's not no remorse. So I don't know what's worse, like doing it probably because you was hurt so bad, or doing it just because. Let's talk about not who do it more, but the worst reason why. Because then that would probably be men. But I'm not here to bash y'all. I'm just saying that everyone should stop cheating. I cheated one time. One time, it was one of my first serious relationships, and we were on a break. And a break does not mean broken up. Everybody, a break does not mean broken up. I know a lot of people be thinking that, but it really does not. Like, the other person still be thinking about you and stuff like that. They just, whatever y'all going through, either at that time y'all need to choose to break up completely or to just work on whatever the problem is. But anyways, we were on a break and I slept with an ex, and he found out in a terrible way, like going through my phone and stuff and I was going to tell him. Like, I was going to tell him that day, because I felt so bad about it, but he found out about it before I could say anything. You know how that thing goes. So just don't cheat. Just be honest. Go back to that first question about what you need to have a successful relationship, and just be honest. And this question right here, I don't even know why I threw this question. But do you think men and women can have platonic relationships with each other? It's hard for me to gauge, like, whether or not I think that we can, because I was in a friendship, a platonic one, for almost 10 years. And we did not do anything, like nothing. Like, we barely hugged or anything. Like, at first it was kind of tension there, and we talked about it, and then we moved past it. But like, when we got up to like the 10-year mark, something happened, and then something happened, and then now we're not friends anymore. So IDK, how to really, yes, I think men and women can be friends. I think that it's completely possible if there's no attraction. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the person that you're trying to be friends with of the opposite sex, you're just like not attracted to them, you just love them as a person, then yes, you all can definitely be friends, maybe. Because even not being attracted to somebody, like, over the years of just having that one person who, you know what I'm saying, y'all go through everything together, y'all tell each other everything, you know what I'm saying, there's a bond that is formed, and sometimes I feel like it's hard to see how close on that line it is of, I love this person so much as my friend, or I'm like in love with this person. Like, especially if you've never been in love before, it can really be hard to tell. But if you have an opposite sex friend, more power to you. Like I said, I had one for a long time, and when it was platonic, it was awesome. So, gender roles in relationships. I think that society has really changed on what they feel like men and women should do in relationships. I think that we have got into the thing of it's supposed to be equal. Yeah, is that what we're on in 2019? That the man should do equally as much, or a woman should do equally as much as a man, right? I don't know. I don't really agree with that. I feel like if you are a man, because this is how I was, not even only how I was raised, but like literally just how I just think about life. Like, I view men as dominant. Okay, don't get me feminist. But like, I really do view them as dominant. And I feel like in a relationship, a man should lead. If you're in a same-sex relationship, that's different. Because then I feel like it should be more balanced, because you two are the same. But when it comes to a man and a woman, I feel like a man should lead in a relationship, period. And I'm not just saying like, okay, so what are you saying? Like, the man should pay all the bills and the woman should just lay back and be a housewife? No, I'm not saying that. Everybody's going to have their different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, if you are a man, I don't even think you should be comfortable with a woman taking care of you or doing everything for you, or, you know what I'm saying? So we can kind of look at it like that. I won't say that it shouldn't be equal or that men should do more. I just feel like men should lead. So, and I threw this one in as a bonus question. How do you feel about polygamy? How do I feel about polygamy? I feel like I would do it. Period. It makes sense. To me, it makes sense for like how people work naturally. Like, I'm not saying that we cannot be with one person for the rest of our lives. I just want to ask you, how many people do you know who are doing or have done that? Like, honestly. Like, we go through a lot of temporary forevers and attractions with a lot of different people. So imagine this. Imagine, this is especially good for bisexual people. Imagine this, like, you have a man and a woman and they love each other. And then you have a man and a woman and another woman and they all love each other too. Like, as long as there is love, communication, and honesty, you know, the basic foundation things that hold any relationship together. As long as there is that, I feel like it can work. And maturity. And that is the one, okay, the maturity part is the reason why I feel like is no really good success stories of this. Because people are just not mature enough to put certain things aside for the success of the relationship. Like, in my mind, I can't think of any reason why it wouldn't be successful. Like, only because of my own sexual attractions that I have and things like that, why it wouldn't be. But I guess I can understand some people don't like sharing. A lot of people have problems with sharing. Some people think that it'll probably just be a sexual thing, when honestly it can really be beneficial monetary wise. So that's just my opinion on it. I'm just saying that if you look at it, it could possibly be beneficial in the long run. And fun too. So those are my opinions on relationships. I'm not a relationship guru. Like I said, I'm single, so definitely don't have all the answers. But it was fun talking to you all, and if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, or subscribe, and tune in for the next Asia Talks.